Happy, happy, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. I don't know if this falls under culture. We'll do politics. Here we go, news and politics. It could be under both. It doesn't really matter with this topic. Hopefully, everyone's having an awesome Thursday. Because I'm not. The reason why I'm not is because my dog isn't doing too good. I mean, I don't think anything's terrible. It's just the bugs are eating him up alive. And he has two open sores at the base of his ears. Not the tips, but the base. It has me a little worried. Hopefully everything will be fine. I'm having him stay indoors for the next couple of days and make sure those heal. But with that being said, the show must go on. So this story comes out of New York City, of course. This is from the New York Post. Now, there is a video to this, which I am not going to be showing. But the good news is, bail lowered for New York City bodega worker Jose Albea, charged with murder in self-defense case. That's right, self-defense case. Pretty much a thug decided to go be hard in front of his broke girlfriend, all for a bag of chips, got behind the counter, attacked him, supposedly attacked him. I mean, it could be the weakest of the attack or whatnot, but he tried to go hard. The bodega man, from what the video I saw, was trying to leave, but the thug wouldn't let him. So he got a knife to the neck. I think he cut him up a couple more times. But this is a warning to all you thugs out there. You can be hard all you want, but there's always going to be someone harder. And when you got the law-abiding citizens who are tired of your crap, this was what happens. And there's actually people on Twitter defending the thug, saying that they didn't have to die. Well, guess what? You act like a thug, live by the thug life, you're going to die from the thug life. Or be in prison. Take your pick. The hard-working Manhattan bodega worker who was languishing on Rikers Island after being charged with murder for fending off a violent ex-con inside the store is now expected to go back home Thursday, which is a good news. Good news. I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad he's able to go home. Jose Alba, who was being held on a $250,000 bail on Friday night, caught on video tag, is due to be sprung after Manhattan prosecutor asked the judge to lower the amount to $50,000, with relatives and Alba's boss putting up the $5,000 needed to spring him out on bail. Actually, it was up to $500,000. They tried to do a GoFundMe of all places, which got shut down because I think they have a policy for active cases, but at least they're being consistent. And if you use GoFundMe, I would stop. I don't know what the alternatives are, but I'm pretty sure they're out there. They're a lot better. Alba's attorney, Daniel Jackson of the Neighborhood Defender Service of Harlem, assured the judge that her client was going nowhere. He has every intention to return to court and defend this case. Prosecutors with the district attorney, Alvin Bragg's office, had initially requested that Alba be held at a $500,000 bail at his arraignment Saturday, citing a planned trip. I can't speak today. A planned trip to Dominican Republic next week was proof that he was a flight risk. Yes, so he planned a trip in advance in hopes that a person would be a thug and attack him so he could be a flight risk? I don't think that's how it works, Mr. Braggs. Should actually just drop the charges, in my humble opinion. Unless there's something that's not being revealed. I mean, this is the New York Post, so take that with a grain of salt or a grain of sand. It may not be the whole picture. But prosecutors said Thursday that they begun negotiating a lower bail package with Alba's lawyer after the arraignment. We believe the surrender of his password, as well as his electronic monitoring, and the restriction that he may not leave the five boroughs will ensure the fact that the defendant will not go to Dominic Republican as he planned, to the Assistant District Attorney Jennifer Segal said in court. Prosecutors also put off presenting the case of a grand jury of indictment until July 20th. So much for a speedy trial. But wouldn't say if murder charges was still on the table. Alba, 61, was manning the counter of the Hamilton Heights grocery store at the Broadway when who cares? I'll say it. Austin Simon, a 35-year-old career criminal and ex-con, stormed behind the counter and shoved him into a wall. The video shows Simon then grabs Alba as the frightened clerk tries to get past him. Alba then grabs a knife and plunges it into Simon at least 5 times. Wow, only 5 times? And that is the dead perp. Simon's girlfriend then pulled a knife from her purse and stabbed Alba 3 times in the shoulder. Alba's bloody and still holding the knife was seen waiting for the police to arrive, only have them arrest him and take him into custody. But Simon's girlfriend is not arrested. See, there's more to the story that's not being told. In court, Manhattan prosecutors charged Alba with second-degree murder, but refused to file charges against Simon's girlfriend for stabbing the bodega worker. I wonder if that is because of self-defense, where the chick was defending her man against the bodega worker. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know their reasoning. More than 20 relatives and supporters packed the courtroom for a video feed court hearing in support of their beleaguered bodega worker. Simon's family, meanwhile, stormed out of the courtroom in tears with their sisters saying that he was murdered in cold blood. You know, maybe don't be a broke-ass gutter chick. Maybe he should have paid for your chips. That's all I'm saying. Maybe he should have stormed behind the restrictive area and attacked him. It's always the same thing when you're defending the thug life. He was murdered in cold blood when he initiated the attack. This guy right here, he was the victim, and for his reward, he gets charged, while this stupid ass ghetto chick gets to go free. Yeah, I'm a little frustrated at this because clearly, if she did stab him 3 times in the shoulder with a little pocket knife, why is she not in jail? Well, was murder in cold blood. I seriously doubt that. The video shows something different. I'm not going to show the video because the video is very graphic. And I do have some standards, and I don't want my channel to be hit by that. If the shoe was on the other foot, my brother wouldn't have gotten bail or bond or nothing, she said. If the shoe was on the other foot. I don't know what that means. Was it because of the fact that he was black? I don't know. I mean, he's a foreigner too. He got his citizenship about 15 years ago from another story. Tina Lee, who said that she has 3 children with Simon, called him a good man and a good father who took good care of his kids. At Alba's arraignment Saturday, the DA asked for a blah 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 blah. Judge Eric Schumer set the bail at $250,000 cash or a $500,000 bond. Under the bail conditions, Thursday, Alba must wear a monitoring device and remain within the 5 boroughs while the case is pending. Should he post bond, he is due back in court on July 20th after the grand jury convenes. Bragg, who has earned a reputation of being soft on crime prosecutors since taking office in January, decided to play hardball with Alba. For whatever reason, this was the hill he was going to die on. Chris have lambasted Bragg over his latest legal gaffe. It's ridiculous. Guardian Angels founder and a former mayor candidate, Curtis Celilia, said outside the courtroom Thursday. Jose Alba should be getting the Congressional Medal of Honor. Instead, he's getting locked up in Rikers. And this is all Alvin Bragg. He turns loose the real criminals and incarcerates the victims who fight back. What kind of message does this send? Or what kind of message is this? And also both works. This is why I'm here today with the Guardian Angels to make sure that Jose Alba is released, not put back on Rikers Island, he said. Speaking at a press conference, Brooklyn Mayor Eric Adams described Alba as an honest New Yorker that was doing his job. Even with the mayor's support, he's still being charged and has to put up money for his freedom. When he was attacked, he's a victim. When they talk about victim blaming, this takes it to a whole new level. My heart goes out to the employee who was in the store doing his job. Adams said, I'm also hoping that we'll take all this into consideration, that this hard-working New Yorker was doing his job and someone aggressively went behind the counter and attacked him. Now, I don't normally agree with the New York mayor, but this is one stance I could agree with him on. Police said Simon had beef with Alba stemmed from an earlier encounter between the bodega worker and Simon's 32-year-old girlfriend. The woman's name is being withheld by the Post in an attempt to buy a bag of chips for her 10-year-old daughter, but her card was repeatedly declined, court paper shows. And there's a still picture. I don't really see the knife, so I don't know if that's the girlfriend or someone else. The woman became irate and stormed out, returning 10 minutes later with Simon. According to the criminal complaint, Simon was demanding an apology from Alba when he attacked him and cornered him behind the back room before the incident turned deadly. Police charged with Alba with criminal possession of a weapon, with prosecutors filing murder charges in court, presenting the case to the grand jury. Alba lawyer said that his children said the native of the Dominican Republic came to U.S. about 30 years ago to become a citizen. Well, 14 years ago, I said 15. The father of 3 once owned a bodega and has been working at the Hamilton Heights grocery store for about 3 years. He's a hard-working person, his daughter, Yulisa Alba, told the Post Wednesday. He never hurt anybody. He never had an altercation where he had to defend himself. He is a good citizen, she said. Or she added. Meanwhile, Simon had prior arrests, including robbery and assault, and served term time in state prison on a conviction in 2016 and convicted of assaulting a police officer in 2016. He was released last year and was still on parole when he was killed. But yeah, wrong one. But yet, we're going to go victim blame. We're going to charge the victim. This reminds me of a case here close to home in Austin, where a Fort Hood sergeant was Ubering or Lyfting, one of the two. Now, Someone can make the argument he wasn't paying attention and he swerved into the middle of a unregistered protest, missed everyone, and the zombies swarmed him. And some punk with a gun, I think it was a Navy vet, pointed an AK at him and he pointed a 9mm, shot him, and now he's still being dragged. He still hasn't had his day in court. And there's videos showing that it was mostly self-defense. Now you can make an argument in that case where it's not as clean as this one, but this one was an altercation that should have been avoided. You had a thug trying to be hard, and unfortunately, this guy is dead, and now there's victims being charged. There's no words of describing how frustrating that is. Here you have someone that's trying to mind his own business, trying to put money on his table. I mean, money and food in his table. And some punk goes in and attacks him, and now he gets charged with murder. What is he supposed to do? Take the beating? Is this, since it's a black guy, you gotta take a beating from the black guy rule? I'm curious. I'm clearly asking. I mean, you have a foreigner who was doing everything legit, never had an issue with the law until now, until he was viciously attacked by a thug. I don't know, I can just repeat that over and over and over. Leave a comment down below on what your thoughts are. With that being said, please smash the like and subscribe button on any and all platforms or just the platform that you're currently watching. But most importantly, have yourself a wonderful day, morning, or evening.